Здравствуй, велклетки, добро пожаловать, боец из России. Встречайте, Бислан, Этлешев.
There you go, the crowd again, a really good pop for this fighter. 3 and 4 record coming into this. Russian, previously welterweight, fighting at lightweight, and you'll see what I mean by intimidating frame. It'll be interesting to see how he looks at this weight class.
Especially after the weight cut yesterday, he seemed very relaxed, very calm yesterday at the weigh-ins. Looked like there was no problems making the weight, but he is a big man to be walking around at 155 pounds. You know, it's a big weight cut for him to make, and I think if he can establish early, maybe get on top, cause some damage, he could ride the fight out to the end. But if he's on the losing end for the first round, that's when cardio could kick in. Those thoughts of, oh, I've had a bad weight cut, you know, you start to struggle. And that's what really, I think, the dynamic of this fight is how it goes in the first couple of minutes. And if Nurbek can make Bislan breathe a little bit, we could be in for an interesting fight.
One thing Nurbek won't have to do is look for his opponent. One thing you know about Bislan is he comes forward. He's not got a fancy style, fundamentals are good, but he just keeps coming forward, tracks his opponent, tries to cut off the cage, likes to land bombs, good on top, but if he gets taken down, very hard to hold down as well. This is such a test for Nurbek, especially with somebody 2-0, going in with someone whose record might be on the negative side, but with the cage experience, it's going to be an interesting fight. We'll see how this unfolds.
Итак, трехраундовый бой в полусреднем весе. Представляю вам соперника. И первый бойца в синем углу. Ему 23 года. Рост 168 сантиметров. Вес 76,6 килограмма. С профессиональным рекордом в 2 боя, 2 победы. Его стиль ММА, дамы и господа, из Бишкека, Кыргызстан, Нурбек, Абдыжапаров. И соперник в красном углу. Бойцу 30 лет, рост 175 сантиметров, вес 77,2 килограмма. Его профессиональный рекорд 7 боев, 3 победы, 4 поражения. И его стиль бразильская джиу-джитсу. Дамы и господа, из Байкопа, Россия, встречайте, Bislan, Этлешев. Рефери поединка Александр Седой.
An extremely responsive crowd to the Russian fighters here. Obviously the first time ACB have been here. I think they're very happy to have them here and they're trying to show their support. Nurбек Abdыжапаров, the Kyrgyzstanian, who's going to be fighting in the white shorts, and he'll be taking on Bislan Etleshev in the black and red Venom shorts. I expect Bislan to come, like you said, out the gate, direct, straight at him and try and get this to the mat. I think we need to see some movement from Nurбек
The size difference is so evident already, isn't it? The physical, the upper body of Bislan, far more built and stocky.
Nurбек has the height. Let's see if he can put it to use with that reach. He needs to definitely keep him on the end of punches and not let him get in his face. And if he's in his face, he's going to be in trouble.
Nice inside leg kick from Nurбek there.
Bislan being a lot more patient than normal, taking his time. Maybe doesn't want to be too obvious with his game plan as he has been in the past. The growth of the sport and the growth of his career now. This is going to be his 8th bout, so he's definitely in that second league.
Nurбek's got to watch his step. He fights very tall, keeps that left hand low. I was about to say he's got to watch out for the right hand of Bislan, but he threw one himself there.
Very beautiful inside kick and then goes upstairs. Very smooth, moving very well. Whereas Bislan is a little bit desperate with his kicks, not quite getting the range.
This is what he does though, he shuts the cage off, but Nurбek did well there. When he came in, made him pay 2 shots, left and the right. Very tentative start from Bislan here.
It's definitely just going to suit the style of Nurбek. Oh, there's that overhand right you were talking about. But I think Nurбek's getting comfortable in there. He's getting relaxed. He's moving very well. And this is the type of fight that he wants. Bislan really needs to be a bit dirtier, get on the inside and cause some damage. And like you mentioned, that overhand right from Bislan is definitely a weapon you can use with Nurbek's left hand hanging real low.
This pace that will be suiting Bislan, just settling him into this this weight class, into this division. Would like to see Nurbek maybe push the pace a little bit more, just like you said, start to try and make Bislan breathe a bit, work a bit. These early rounds, these early minutes are going to be so telling for the rest of the fight. Great jab there from Nurbek, strong left. Spinning twist from Bislan there.
Needs to set those sort of attacks up. I mean, it's nice to be flashed, gets a good reaction from the crowd, but 3 shots on the button there from Nurbek.
Back to Bislan up there, definitely.
And that's just going to do wonders for Nurbek's confidence and nothing for Bislan. Bislan's going to be now, again, even more tentative than he has been. And it's a very strange fight here from Bislan.
You talked about the weight cut, and it's a huge frame. I mean, feeling right on fight day is so hard to beat.
Oi, that overhand right.
Nurbek ate it up though.
A little bit too overreached, and he slapped more with the wrist than the knuckles, and that's how I think Nurbek could take it so well. Turned it into a clinch, but didn't really do much with it. But that's what we need to see from Bislan. More of that, more activity, more of those powerful, athletic shots, and maybe mix it up in with some takedowns.
We're certainly fighting in Nurbek's range here. He's the taller guy and using it much more to his advantage. Little smile there from Bislan as he caught that the jab off Nurbek.
You know, Nurbek's very calm, very happy here, I feel.
He doesn't have to force anything, does he? I mean, Bislan is completely playing into his game. He can react, he can counter well, and he can keep him at distance with the inside leg kick and the jabs. Just got to watch out for that overhand right. That's the only weapon that's of any threat from Bislan at the minute, I see. Throws it again, but not in range. Saw Nurbek move for the uppercut then. That's a sign he's reading it now.
Oi, beautiful, and then Bislan showboating a little bit like it didn't hurt, which all that means is it did hurt.
It did hurt, mate. Bislan wearing a bit of the strikes now. His left eye, slight swelling underneath it, keeps touching it as well. That was from that hard right from Nurbek. Oh, straight front kick connects well for Nurbek.
That was a better idea again with the spinning back fist. It was very close as Nurbek circled away. That was a very clever idea from Bislan. Obviously something he's been working. He's tried it twice now in the first round. But it's been all Nurbek for me so far. Definitely landed the better shots, moves better, controls the center of the cage, and really putting Bislan on the back foot. The entire fight, really. This is what we expected.
And there we go. Shot from out wide. Let's see what he can do from here.
Needs to be careful of the jiu-jitsu game. And Nurbek has those long limbs, can be hard to deal with.
There we go.
And maybe, you know, sometimes you find with fighters and their corners and camps, it's very, very popular that if the 30 seconds is left on the round, they'll shout out to their fighter, you've got 30 seconds, get a takedown, get dominance on the round.
Points.
A very, very close round in a way.
He looked frustrated towards the end of that round, and then when he got that takedown, when the clacker went, finally raised his hands as if he figures out what he needs to do next.
Here we go with that second round.
They touch him up.
Let's see if the tactics change from Bislan. It looks real intention in Bislan's eyes. Real focus. Oh! Unbelievable knockout!
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Left high kick from nowhere. So if we were to pick how this fight would finish at the end, would you have ever picked a left high kick like that?
Incredible knockout. He even stammered and shook a little bit before the kick, just to fake maybe a takedown. You see the hands drop, and he goes straight up with the high kick, shin across the face. I mean, it was perfect, and he was out.
There we go. He's actually left the cage. He's left the cage with a flag around his shoulders to get his babies. What a moment, there you go. Not sure the babies enjoyed it as much as he is, but that's a memory that'll last for a very long time in their eyes.
That'll be a good picture on VK for sure.
Дамы и господа, рыцарь 10-й категории остановил поединок через 18 секунд второго раунда. Победу нокаутом одержал Бислан! Бислан и мой любимый сынок.
Краснодар, Республика Европей, все мои журналисты, все, кто в этом зале, Лиге ACB, большое спасибо за предоставленную возможность. Очень сильные, мощные турниры. Я вышел на ринг снова ради моего маленького и мира. Буду продолжать его в таком же духе. Спасибо всем за поддержку.
Бислан и Этлешев.
Obviously very emotional there from Bislan. And what a finish. Great response from the crowd. And that high kick, we just see it again. From nowhere, that huge high kick turned the fight around. And we have 2 finishes in 2 fights.
I mean, that's going to be